One of the most frequently asked questions about investing in real estate investment trusts in Kenya is whether real estate investment trusts in Kenya are a safe investment. It is an important question because it's always important to make sure that whatever you invest in is a safe investment which prevents you from losing your hard-earned money. There are 4 provisions that make REITs in Kenya a safe investment. Let's go through them. Provision number 1. Real estate investment trusts are regulated by the Capital Markets Authority, and the Capital Markets Authority is an independent government body that regulates financial markets in Kenya. When it comes to real estate investment trusts specifically, the Capital Markets Authority licenses, supervises, and monitors activities of all the 3 REITs in Kenya. And there are 2 laws that makes from the Capital Markets Authority that makes investing in REITs a lucrative investment. Number 1, the Capital Markets Authority requires that REITs income REITs in Kenya distribute 80% of their income to their investors or unit holders. For example, the Qwetu brand of Purpose-Built Student Accommodation, and the company responsible for this is Acorn. So through the Acorn I-REIT, if you invest in the Acorn I-REIT, then twice a year you're able to get dividends paid out to you because they have to follow that CMA regulation that requires that 80% of their income be distributed to you as an investor. Regulation number 2 from the Capital Markets Authority is that 75% of their portfolio, of an income rate portfolio, should be invested in income producing assets. So for example, again, the Qwetu brand of student accommodation facilities are an income producing assets because if you read their 2021 financial report, they have a 94% occupancy. Therefore, this means it's an already income producing asset. Provision number 2, there is a trustee that is involved in the management or in the running of all the REITs in Kenya. A trustee's role, first and foremost, a trustee's role is to look out for your interest as an investor. Therefore, they're supposed to play the role of, they play different roles, but one of the most important is that they play the role of a whistleblower, so that in case they suspect fraud in the running of a REIT, they're supposed to inform you or do something about it to protect you as an investor. There are other roles that trustee plays in the management of a REIT. Number 1, first of all, I forgot to mention that a trustee is regulated and licensed by the Capital Markets Authority. Most of the time, actually for all the 3 REITs in Kenya, a trustee is a bank, and as of now is the Cooperative Bank of Kenya. Another role that a trustee plays is overseeing the management and compliance of a REIT. Number 3, a trustee holds the legal ownership of all the assets in a trust. Therefore, the REIT manager doesn't own the assets in a REIT. It is the trustee that owns the assets on your behalf. So when you invest in a REIT, you're assured that it is the trustee who owns all those assets or all those properties on your behalf. And number 4, a trustee supervises the REIT manager. So a trustee has to make sure that a REIT manager is investing your assets in accordance to the trust deed that a trustee creates, so that all your assets are invested legally. Another role that a trustee plays is assessing the feasibility of proposals. For example, assessing the feasibility of proposals presented to them by a REIT manager. So for example, if a REIT manager decides that they're going to invest in X asset, in X income producing asset, the trustee has to go through the proposal and to make sure that it is in accordance with the trust deed, so that at the end of the day, they're looking out for your interests as an investor. Provision number 3, REITs in Kenya are safe investment because they are asset-backed investment. For example, if you've been keen enough while moving around Nairobi, you've seen the Qwetu brand of the Purpose-Built Student Accommodation facilities. This is a real asset that you can visit and touch. Therefore, it makes it a safe investment, and you never have to doubt whether they are actually investing in real estate or not. Provision number 4, the real estate investment trusts in Kenya, all the 3 real estate investment trusts in Kenya have to comply with a few laws. For example, the International Finance Reporting Standards, the Accounting Standards, and also the Nairobi Securities Exchange provisions. All the provisions are provided by the Nairobi Securities Exchange. And lastly, REITs in Kenya also have to comply with the Capital Markets Real Estate Investment Trust Collective Investment Schemes 2013 regulation. These 4 provisions and the role of the trustee being a whistleblower is what makes real estate investment trust a safe investment. You therefore never have to doubt. To start investing in REITs in Kenya, click the link on my bio or send me an email and I'll hook you up.